Before you slide, what you about to go do?
I gotta go help my mom.
Okay, okay. So you ain't finna go buy or sell, right?
No.
You buying anything today?
No, not that I
Right? Nothing to eat?
No.
Right? Nothing to drink? So you ain't gonna eat nothing to drink nothing all day?
No, I got food in the house, but I'm not
Cool,
buying.
cool.
Good.
Because today is the Sabbath.
Right.
And we want to go into, you ever heard of the Sabbath before? You ever heard of the Sabbath? You heard of the Sabbath. What's going on with the Sabbath? What do you know about it?
We fast.
Okay, not so, but okay. No, you good. Yep, yep. So the Sabbath is not necessarily when you fast. The Sabbath is our holy day that God set aside for the Israelites.
Right.
So a lot of people go to the church on what day? On Sunday. What does the Bible say? See, the church has been twisted everything upside down.
Right.
And today is the Sabbath day. And there's a special way that you're supposed to observe the Sabbath day because that's the day God set aside for you. So before you leave, let me show you what the Sabbath is about because this is important, right? What you got? 31? Yep, 31, 16, 17 first. Let me get that. 31, 16, 17. You coming right back.
Yes, sir.
Exodus chapter 31 and verse 16.
Read.
Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath to observe the Sabbath throughout their generation.
You heard that? Throughout their generations. So we're all a generation. But somewhere along the lines, we're not keeping the Sabbath. We go to church on Sunday. That's the first day of the week when you look at a calendar.
Right.
The first work day of the week is Monday. But Sunday is actually the first day of the week.
That's right.
So when you go to church on Sunday, that is sun worship.
Right.
But God said the children of Israel is supposed to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations. Read.
For a perpetual covenant.
Perpetual is ongoing. You signed an agreement and said, for ongoing, we're going to keep that covenant.
Right.
We're going to keep the Sabbath.
Right, right.
It is a sign between me and the children of Israel.
You heard that? It's a what? Read it again.
It is a sign.
It's a what? Why did God say it's a sign between me and you? Why you think God said it's a sign? What does a sign do? It gives you direction.
Right.
It shows you what this is about. So the Sabbath is a sign to show you between you and God that is your holy day. That's the sign between, it's a covenant that he made with you.
That's right.
He didn't give it to nobody else, did he? Did it say that?
That's right.
It said this is a sign between me and you. Watch this.
Between me and the children of Israel. Forever.
Forever. Read.
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth.
Read.
And on the seventh day he rested.
What did he do on the seventh day, young man? He rested. Did it say he went to buy? Did he go sell? Did he go cook? Did he go work? It said he did what? He did what? He rested.
Right.
Read.
Excuse me. And was refreshed.
And was what? Refreshed.
Refreshed.
Is that it on that? Go to Exodus 20 real quick. Because it said on the Sabbath he rested. I know you're finna slide off, but let me give you this real quick.
Exodus 20 verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
He said remember because we forgot. He said, hey, remember your keys before you leave the house. I'm telling you to don't do what? If I say, hey, bro, when you leave the house, don't forget your keys.
Right.
That I'm telling you to remember that so you do not forget. God says to remember so that we don't what? Read.
To keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So he says 6 days. Boom. Remember, 6 days I can work. Sunday to Friday, let me get it in. I got to work, take care of the family. I got to do everything. I got to pay my bills. I got to live in society. 6 days do that. Read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Today's the Sabbath. Don't do none of that. It's going to tell you.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
Know what? Know what, young Elias? Know what? We can't go work. Can't go get the bag. Can't go get the paper.
Right.
Today is the Sabbath. Read.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle.
So even today, right? What you going to help mama do?
Help clean up. I'm gonna rest in the house.
Yeah, you see that? You can't even do that part. God said today, Mom, today is the Sabbath, and we got to observe that thing. know what? I'll do the double clean for you tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do the double clean once the sun go down.
There you go.
Once the sun go down, that starts a new day. It starts Sunday, and I can help you.
Yep.
How about today, Mom?
It's red.
Yeah!
That's right.
God said don't do no work today. You're supposed to be chilling, resting, in the scriptures, following along with class, getting built up, keeping the Sabbath. Read.
That's right.
Nor thy stranger that is within thy gate.
Uh-huh.
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth,
Uh-huh.
the sea, and all that is them is.
35 and 2. So the first thing we can't do is what? We can't work. Now watch this.
Exodus chapter 35 verse 2.
Yep.
6 days shall the work be done,
Uh-huh.
but on the 7th day there shall be to you an holy day,
Read.
a Sabbath of rest to the Lord.
Uh-huh.
Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death.
You see that? Now today, people are not put to death for not keeping the Sabbath. But back then, when you read Numbers 15, a man was put to death because he actually went to pick up sticks on the Sabbath. If a man was put to death for working on the Sabbath or doing anything on the Sabbath that was outside of God's laws, he was put to death. You see how important it is? This day is very important.
Yes,
So
it
he's
is.
giving you an opportunity to come back to the Sabbath. So when the time comes and Christ comes and we got to keep the Sabbath in the kingdom, you're not put to death.
Right.
This is very important. Watch this. You think if people was being put to death for not keeping the Sabbath, you think more people would keep it? I just spoke fast, huh? I spoke real fast, huh? If you saw people being put to death, Elias, for not keeping the Sabbath, you think more people will be keeping the Sabbath because they don't want to be put to death? Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. This is a faith-based thing. He don't want to see you. He don't want you to see the death that's happening in order to make that decision. He wants you to read in the book and say, God said I got to keep it. That means I got to keep it. Without seeing the death, because you know what I'm saying? Faith coming by what? Hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Read.
Ye shall kindle no fire.
Can't do what?
Kindle no fire.
What you think that's going into?
Kindle no fire.
Yeah. What you do when you turn on the stove? What you about to get ready to do? You shall kindle what?
No fire
Uh-huh.
throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
So what's one other thing we cannot do on the Sabbath day? Can't cook. Got to eat a cold cut sandwich.
There it is.
Got to eat the cold chicken.
Gotta
Got to
do
eat
it.
the cold pizza.
Gotta do
Got to
it.
eat a bowl of cereal.
Right.
Got to eat a salad.
Got to do it.
God said don't cook on this day.
Bring it out.
This day is not like every other day. It is special. It is holy. Don't do all that.
That's right.
Numbers 10 to 31. Get that, and then I'm going to let them rock.
Nehemiah.
Yep. I said Numbers. Nehemiah.
Nehemiah 10 verse 31.
Yes, sir.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals,
Now I need you to use your imagination on this one. It says that the people of the land, so in the land, bring any wares or victuals. Wares like items to sell, Tupperware, or victuals meaning food, right? So it says, if the people of the land bring any ware or victuals,
on the Sabbath day
on what day? On the Sabbath day,
to sell,
to do what?
to sell.
To do what? To sell. On this day right now, what do you see open to sell?
Bring it out.
Huh? Yeah, exactly. Now you clicking. If their stores are open to do what? To sell you items to eat or to buy.
Wares or
Watch
victuals.
this.
Yep.
Wares or victuals.
That we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath day.
What else we can't do on the Sabbath? You can't buy.
That's right.
You can't buy. God said don't buy on that day. So all these establishments that's open, guess what? They got our people in the midst of sin.
That's right.
So they are in cahoot with keeping us down.
That's right.
Breaking the Sabbath day. That's why you get paid on Friday, you go to where on the Saturdays?
Going out on
You going to the mall, you know what I'm saying? You go to the mall, you spend your money, and you're breaking the Sabbath, then you go to church on Sunday. We trapped in the system. That's why we out here. The truth shall make you free. That's why we got to bring this out. Because our people don't know the Sabbath. You don't know you're supposed to be in a dress. He don't know he can't be, you don't know you're supposed to be in a dress. He don't know he can't be wearing a dress. You know what I'm saying? Like, our people got to understand what's going on here.
Right.
We have been put in a society that has kept us captive in the mind because we breaking God's commandments.
That's right.
So you learned something today. Dress, and what else? What's today?
Sabbath day.
What can't we do on the Sabbath day to make sure it's sticking in that little mind of yours?
It's
Yep,
There you go.
can't do it.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation